Hello, sweet friend. My name is Micah, and in this video, I would like to share with you the Cat Collage Club Collage collection for September. I'm the illustrator behind Cat Collage Club, and every month I like to make a video like this one, where I just share with you what's included in this month's printable collection and just have a fun little chat about all of these cuties. So, I know that just because it turns September 1st, it doesn't necessarily mean that we all are greeted with the nicest fall weather and the leaves changing colors right away. But nonetheless, since it is the beginning of fall in September, I couldn't help myself and designed these cuties here who are, foraging for mushrooms, collecting the first colorful leaves and collecting some autumnal fruits and some pine cones, and they're cooking apple cider. Have you ever made apple cider from scratch? I think I want to try it this year. And that cutie is gonna come in handy then. And this cat right here is reading up on the mushrooms. She's one of my favorites, I think. Although this one right here holding these acorns, I don't know, something about this that looks like a guard or a guardian just really speaks to me. And then this one right here holding up the mushroom like that is just so adorable. I don't know. And I had so much fun designing all of these, and I did try to keep in mind that I have recently been really in love with making frames and wreaths and those kinds of things with stickers. So I did keep in mind to have a variety of cats. So like one is standing up this way, one is standing up that way, one is sitting down. And so you can put these together in a way where they can frame a page or frame a section of the page. So if you want to, that is a lot of fun to play around with. But of course you can also just use them for example, to decorate a monthly spread. I think this turned out really cute, just having them sprinkled throughout and bring a little bit of the fall vibes into the month. So those are just some ideas on how to use them. But I hope they bring you lots of joy. And then we have one more sheet with some autumnal-esque designs, or just slight fall, if that's a word. So we have some outfit cats, and these are super casual but dressed in somewhat warmer clothing. I think she looks so sporty with that cap in this almost like those puffer jackets. I think I really like her designs, and all of these were done in watercolor and scanned in, so I hope you enjoy the watercolor texture on these. And speaking of texture, these all were drawn with ink and then scanned in, and these were colored digitally though, but the line work is ink, so that's kind of fun. Just a little bit different with the red. But these are also very casual. I always like having some of these kinds of designs because if it's a day where you're just out and about, it's kind of fun to have these outfit cats for that. And then this cutie here is seeking some warmth underneath a blanket, getting cozy. And then we have some fall reading happening, as well as some hot beverages in this really cute mushroom mug. I would like to have a mug like that. That's really cute. And then, just enjoying the changing landscape and having the houses decorated with pumpkins and things like that, and being out on a walk and enjoying a fresh breeze. So these are hopefully really fun to use in a sort of everyday kind of way, and yet there's still hints of fall in these. And then I had a request for cats doing some paperwork or doing some budgeting. So that's where the bulk of these ones are coming from. And it only occurred to me after the fact, once I had done this sheet, that I paired it with a cat having a headache and this could also be a headache or being stressed or overwhelmed or depressed. So yeah, kind of interesting how that came together, but maybe that was a little bit of subconsciously working that in. But I hope in general with these cats, if you do find yourself overwhelmed with things to do and papers to address, that at least you get a cute cat to put in your journal. So yeah, she's sitting there with her planner and a calculator. And then here we have a calculator as well as this calculator. I designed this one first, and then I was, oh, well, maybe on some spread this might feel too big. So we have something that is a little bit more compact there. And then this one is just looking at some papers in a folder. I thought this might be nice, all-purpose, that can be interpreted in all kinds of ways. And then, of course, these cuties are saving. They're putting some coins in their piggy bank. And then, yeah, like I said, this can be interpreted in all kinds of different ways. And I included it without the squiggly bit up there, too, in case this... Again, maybe this elicits some other interpretation and can be used in other ways. So I thought that might be a good thing to have both of those versions for. And then these down here are just, yeah, they just came about. I think this was because I recently drew a similar cat in a weekly spread of mine. So I thought it might be nice to have that. And I think I was thinking headache, Band-Aid, I don't know, always nice to have. And yeah, just two cats hugging. So yeah, hope you find these useful. And then some more all-purpose everyday kind of designs. So sometimes I like to include a girl design here and there, but this time around I decided to make a whole collection, a whole sheet of them with the girl and her cat. And because I know it's nice to feel somewhat represented when using human stickers, I went ahead and designed them in, or gave them in 5 different hair colors. So we have a red hair version, gray hair version, brown, blonde, and black. So I hope that covers the bases generally. And yeah, I think this all started with these ones up here, of just thinking of how many people journal with their cats sort of lurking about, and how often cats kind of interrupt us when we are trying to journal or draw, and that can look all kinds of different ways. So this one is sleeping on the journal and does not want to move. This one is just, you know, the typical padding or sitting on the page that you want to write on. So yeah, I started with that, and then I was like, oh, well, it's so nice to think of how cats are part of our day-to-day activities, and they're so close by. I think that makes a lot of the charm of cats, if you compare it with having a dog, is that how close they can be because they're so small. So then I was thinking, oh yeah, so when cooking, and I like that this looks like the cat is thinking, I'm hungry too. And then of course laying on top of the fresh and maybe warm laundry. And this I gave also as an alternative without the washing machine, in case that's a little bit more space efficient. And then coming home from the grocery and sort of saying, where were you? Reading together. And I think this is so cute because it looks like she's reading to the cat. Kind of nice. Watching TV together, taking a nap together, cuddling, maybe after a long, overwhelming day, just finding a lot of comfort in cat cuddles. Vacuuming, another reading, but this time it's just the girl reading and the cat is just chilling there, and of course sleeping, and then the cat on the blanket. So yeah, I hope these are really fun to use for just everyday kind of scenarios, and I actually already had some fun with them. Yesterday I tried out a weekly spread in a passport size, and passport is just so cute, isn't it? And yeah, that's what the minis look like in a passport format. So yeah, we have the vacuuming and the TV and the journaling. Oh yeah, and there we have the fall reading cat as well. So yeah, I hope there's lots of ways to use these. And the files are labeled with the hair colors, so you can easily find the one that speaks most to you in terms of the hair color. And then for the minis, there's also the sheet that includes the girls. There's 5 variants of that as well. I only printed out the black and the blonde here to show you what that looks like, but of course the other ones are there as well. So depending on what you want this section to look like, there is a variant for each of the hair colors. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so I paired the girl minis with the budgeting and paperwork, everyday kind of minis. And then we have one other mini sheet where there's all the fall designs together. So they're all collected like that. I thought that made sense. And yeah, that is the September collection. I hope this brings you lots of joy and you're gonna have lots of fun with these. Let me know if you have a favorite kitty or a favorite girl and kitty in this month's collection. In October, we're gonna have some more fall cats and some spooky cats for Halloween. Although I must say that usually it turns out pretty cute spooky for me. It's never totally dark. Yeah. And also the designs from previous years for Halloween and the fall are going to be up on the shop soon. So if you're interested in purchasing individual sheets from previous fall Halloween collections, that is coming soon within the next week or so, I would think. But yeah, rest assured that there's more spooky stuff coming. So if you just want to wait till October, there is stuff coming, of course. All right. Thank you so much for supporting Cat Collage Club, for always leaving such sweet and kind comments. I really appreciate it. Can't talk. Appreciate it so very much, and I do hope that these designs bring you lots of joy for October and beyond. Oh, not October, September. Now I'm getting all confused. Can't talk, get confused about timelines. All right, it's time to time to end this video, I think. All right, that's it from me, and until next time, happy journaling.